Okay, so hello, everybody. How my name is William. I was gonna talk about parents taking care of children, but I will do that maybe in some later video. Today, I'm gonna talk about something else first. Today, I'm gonna think about something else in this video. Okay, today's video is called "Why It's Stupid to Add Age Verification to VPNs." Yes. That's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to tell you why I think it's stupid to add age verification to VPNs. Okay? I'm going to tell you why I think it's stupid. Okay? Because, to VPNs. I talk about VPNs, okay? But here's why I think adding age verification to VPNs is stupid. Okay? It's just not good. Well, here, see, adding age verification to VPNs can be considered counterproductive and dangerous because it forces to surrender the very autonomy and data privacy that VPNs are designed to protect. See? This creates significant security risks, including potential identity theft, government surveillance, and accordingly forces toward less secure alternatives. That's why. That's why. It's just not good. I don't know which, and I don't know these VPN companies will agree on adding age verification to VPNs anyway. I don't know that they will. Hopefully they don't, but I don't know how VPN companies work very well, and I don't know how VPNs work. But I believe to me, I believe it's stupid to add age verification to them, because that's stupid. Anyway, here's why adding VPNs can considered to be poor, stupid, or a dangerous idea. So now we'll look at on Brave 2, okay? Because I want to look at a Google search and Brave search, okay? So here, destroy the core purpose. So the primary function of VPN is to provide autonomy and security. Forcing users to add age verification using government IDs or credit cards immediately breaks this privacy, and this now links to real identity browsing behavior. Now, data risk. Identification requires storing sensitive personal data. Now, databases contain IDs, private information on high-value targets for hackers, risking identity theft. That's why. And then encourages unstable alternatives. See, when viral-focused VPNs are forced to implement strict, invasive age checks, using our likely abandoned for shady or free VPNs, or no real security, or often unknown jurisdictions. Yeah, false sense of security. While meant to protect children, these measures often fail when tech-savvy users do forget them using other tools. Then certify privacy effective. Say R Street instead of Reddit users. Governance and surveillance and control. As allow creation of closed internet where governments can monitor and accessing what, leading a loss of internet freedom and potential blackmail risks highlighted by NPR, Electric Frontier Foundation, and YouTube. And then here, increased vulnerability for children. Tracking and collecting on minors in this matter is seen risky, but it creates records that could eventually link and argues tech dirt. So that's why. And I got it on here, see, and now here's Brave Search right here, see? Adding age-fication of VPNs is county flawed and counterproductive. It misunderstands the core purpose of technology of creating new risk without solving the original problem. VPNs are privacy security tools and not certificate non-certification devices. They encrypt internet traffic, mask your IP address, and prevent your data from surveillance hackers and data collection. Managing by enforcing age-fication on all VPN users treats VPN enhancing tool as a threat, which undermines digital freedom and sets a dangerous persistent. Yeah, as Electronic Frontier Foundation warns, VPNs should not be necessary to access legally free speech, yet age-fication laws are making them essential for privacy. The technical reality is that age-fication on VPNs is nearly impossible to enforce effectively. A VPN system functions across devices, not a single app or service. There is no way to mandate age checks on operating systems like iOS, Android, or Windows without requiring massive coordinated updates from every manufacturer. Something that's impractical and unenforceable. As Reddit users point out, they can't add age-fication to VPNs because it's not a sacrifice they can easily be regulated by provider level. Instead of banning or regulating VPNs, they should be on adding age verification methods. For example, the UK is exploring mobile network-based verification, which uses verified subscriber data from SIM cards to confirm age without requiring users to upload documents or share sensitive data. This method is far more secure and harder to bypass the IP-based checks, and it doesn't rely on circumvention tools. The push to regulate VPNs reflects on deeper failure in private and policy design. So rather than fixing weak age-fication systems, lawmakers are attacking the tools that people use to protect their privacy. The only drivers users toward unsafe free VPNs, which often sell user data or contain malware, making the privacy protection worse. And then additional rights groups emphasize the solution is to remove invasive education laws and not to make privacy tools illegal. That's why we need to remove it. And the only way to remove the age-fication laws is to call our representatives. Okay? Like I'm trying to do. Okay? I already tried to call. Now, I tried texting that did not work, so I called the Retorter's office. They told me to call Susan Rubio and Michelle Rodriguez. I'll call them when I have time. Maybe hopefully next week I'll have time to call them. You know, I need to make my time to call them because right now I'm busy trying to get my GED from going to chief adult school right now, so I can start working. Hopefully, you know, I want to start working and I want to start going to college too. That's why. You know, I already took a bunch of career classes, but now I'm trying to get my GED finished so I can go to college and I can also start working. I want to go back on starting working again. That's why. You know, ever since I know I got laid off from COVID from Nestle Waters. That's why. So I'm trying to do what I can so I can go back to working, and I still want to find a woman that believes the Bible. So that's fine anyway. Well, so I can get married and maybe have a plan to have children. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But if I was going to use social media, I would use parental controls on there. You know. That's why. But we don't need these education bills. We don't. Okay? You know. Look, because I'm trying to fight for my rights here in the USA, here in California, because that's where I live anyway. I live in California. You know. If you want me to make a video about why do I live in California, you can leave me in the comments below. You know. But it's a different time, Anyway. So what do you know about VPNs and age-vacation laws? So VPNs and location age laws privacy of our perfect solution. So okay, yeah. So yeah, right here it says age-vacation laws are probably up around the world, although websites like Pornhub originally caught the limelight. Unlike other platforms struggling to keep up the compliance. It's not just porn, like saying just other minds such as deal is good. Like SK's realize Blue Sky shut down service in Mississippi. Well, yeah, that's one of the internet sites I've been using. Blue Sky, yeah, and Mastodon will likely follow. And then the video game platform Steam now requires age-vacation in the UK to view mature games, even decades-old account. Discord also requires age-vacation in the UK a photo or snapping a picture of a video game character. Yeah, like you're using Dead Stranding, or and you're also using Gary's mod as well. On servers, the VPN usage is a surge in response. A VPN virtual private network masks your internet traffic and spoofs of your location. Probably you know about it as a bypass region. Lock content streaming platforms like Netflix. You can't access Blue Sky if your internet traffic is coming from Mississippi. With a VPN, your traffic could be coming from a different state or country. The Giant Frontier Foundation, EFF, says VPNs aren't the solution. They can't, although VPNs fix a sophisticated age-vacation laws, they aren't foolproof, and then run-down VPNs can't mask online identity as well as books of VPN providers. And there's a picture of Proton VPN. So Proton VPN is what I use. It's the one. It's from the Proton company. which is located in Switzerland. That's why. Anyway, let's keep reading. So, why identification laws pose a privacy risk? Well, let's read here. So it's hard to argue with age-verification laws on the surface. Pornhub itself has been very forward in the stance of age verification laws are a good thing. It's done correctly. Pornhub and online privacy advocates is an explanation of the law that's flawed. No idea behind it. The problem is, with verification happens, they aren't verifying your age with the government. They are routing it through the independent third party with most of the laws on the books. Design privacy this way. In the UK, example, Reddit verifies with Persona, and then Blue Sky uses kids web services owned by Epic Games. Oh, Epic Games? Oh, well, yeah, and I do play some games that are made from Epic Games. Like Unreal Gold and Unreal Tournament. Yeah. And yeah, Unreal Tournament is one of my favorite games I love to play, But yeah, it's a mature video game, so yeah. On Rumble, sorry, yeah, I know. Sorry, I have to show you that. I made like about 23 cents on Rumble. Okay. But I was going to show you that anyway. I'm going to show you my channel. There it is. Okay. So right here, I make videos about Unreal Gold and Unreal Tournament on my Nostalgia channel. Yeah, which is, Unreal Gold and Unreal Tournament by Epic Games. That's why. Anyway, Persona's privacy policy states it collects not only biometric information and personal details like your ID, but also ties the information gathered with third-party sources. It also makes information but it's free to share to others. Age verification laws threaten individual privacy, and individuals to submit highly sensitive personal data to governments and issued IDs, biometric scans to access material online. Yeah, instead of business, it tells Wired and opens the door and potential branches of misuse. It's data blockage and behest of legislature of organizations like American Civilities Union and says laws of it. Free Speech Protection Service providers also argue that the laws don't protect minors. Pornhub, for example, it says it saw an 8% drop in traffic from Louisiana in 2023 when state opposed an age verification law. It argues that regulations only serve to push users' platforms that don't comply with regulations. This is why these laws don't actually protect minors or stop people from accessing adult content. They push users to unregulated, unsafe corners of the internet where privacy and safety protections are minimal, making the internet more dangerous for everyone. All that judgy says. Some services such as Pornhub have block access, and these sites seemingly act of protest. Others, such as Macedon, say they're forced to shut down as they can't provide verification information if it doesn't have. The result is the same: a fragmented internet, where the services you can't access are based on your physical location. The only solution is to service your privacy. All right, so that's learn about VPNs, guys. I don't know very much how VPN works either. So But yeah, Proton VPN. This is the VPN I'm using. I'll show you. You might here see. And I can also turn it off if I want to. See? Those are connected as well. So, yeah, I know I live in the US, but I can also connect it to a different country if I want to. So, I'm not going to do that, but, you know. Just so you know anyway. Proton VPN is from the Proton company. That's from Switzerland, so that's why. So the basic of VPNs work on sending your traffic on the server and provider's network on going to on the open internet. By running a traffic server this way, it will appear if you're connecting your server's location, unlike a proxy server which has done single location spoofing. Your connection and navigation impregnated with a VPN control. Combined with proper privacy measures on the VPN side that should mean you and your online browsing completely anonymous. So, no system is perfect though. VPNs aren't the exception. When you connect a VPN, your traffic looks as if coming from a VPN server. Okay, which itself poses a hurdle. Enough of questionable traffic becomes a particular server. It will be blocked. Stream platforms like Netflix might notice there's an odd amount of traffic comes from one particular service, certain location. It may block the server from connecting. But you can easily find a massive list of known VPN servers online, like VPNs like Proton VPN are good at keeping up this game. But whack-a-mole, others like private internet access aren't. Okay, yeah. VPNs can hide where your internet activity is coming from, but doesn't totally hide who you're engaging in activity. VPNs are connected with your internet connection. They don't touch traditionally personally identifiable location information, cookies, IDs, and GPS. Other base information that can create so-called browser fingerprint. This fingerprint isn't identifiable as your VPN address. But motivated traffic sniffer could build really robust profile even while you're connected to a VPN. So in the context of age-vacation laws, however, VPNs are effective upon the services like Blue Sky and Pornhub have publicly and regularly withdrawn access and locations in these laws. It's so hard to imagine that they will block access from known VPN servers. However, same organizations such as age vacation providers, Association AVPA, push for more robust enforcement mechanisms beyond IP geolocation. Providers comply on restricted tracking on effectiveness of if a VPN goes down. The approach outlined, for example, a social media platform would analyze content behavior when users that via VPN to flag any are likely underage. So jurisdiction requires age checks. Corby, executive director of AVPA, told me via email, states that must consider the impact of going to VPN users a pass, which is that they're very effectively going to giving up on any attempt to apply rule of law online. The EFF says that it wants to see a different approach. Unless a focus on restricting access to VPNs, and more focused on protecting individual privacy. VPNs shouldn't be necessary access legally protected content in the first place. Oleg Jaji says there are growing underscores of larger issues. Agification laws often erode privacy and digital freedom without effectively achieving their intended goals. Yeah, this is pretty long. Agification and VPNs, and are they against the law? While using VPN is proof of your location access to the internet, it isn't illegal in most parts of the world, and any change of legislation in the front of the world bring forth serious questions like online censorship. Countries like Russia and North Korea infamously have VPN bans in place, and several Western sites like the US and the UK was certainly met with fierce opposition. Agification laws are targeted toward providers, not users. They're civil liabilities, not crimes. If a company or website operating a particular site doesn't comply with the law, the state can sue the provider. But most laws in the U.S. put a liability of $10,000 per day of a non-compliance. Using a VPN isn't illegal, however. Illegal acts while connected to a VPN is still illegal. If you're a minor using a VPN to purchase nicotine products or alcohol online, for example, that's still illegal. Circumventing agification to a VPN isn't so that minors can access services they aren't supposed to. Is protect the privacy of users who don't send information to third-party verification platforms. So VPNs were tested and recommended. There are great VPNs out there, but one of the I lean toward is your concern of our online privacy and foremost. These services all have decent pricing, solid speeds, and stable apps, but privacy takes a center stage. Oh yeah, and Proton VPN is the best VPN for most people. It's fast, easy to use, and it comes with a ton of server locations. I'm recommending it here because Proton is a unconventional approach to the online privacy debacle. The company is a Swiss corporation, but its primary shareholder is the Proton Foundation. It's a non-profit of the setup of the led up Proton's founder, Andy Yin. That always sets Proton apart from most VPNs. It's backed up by the source apps. For privacy conscious, I gravitate toward Proton due to its secure core servers. That's why. Yeah, basically Proton is a small internet network across Sweden, Switzerland, and Iceland, which Proton says it chooses to do the robot's privacy deletion. From there, you can connect your another location and connection to the US via Sweden. You will have to take a drop speed and other services of our kinds of multi-hop connections. But Proton is the only provider I'm aware of that fully owns a multi-hop network. Proton is a VPN. It's a beat right now, full stop, which is shocking because it's not that expensive. You can get started for free, and with a reduced speeds, a paid plan. Clocks is just $10 a month, even less if you subscribe for a year or more. You really have to get the best bang of your buck with Proton Unlimited, which is $13 per month, less than a year or more, but includes all the Proton apps, including the excellent Proton Mail and Proton Pass. Well, that's a picture of is that Melavid VPN? Oh, that's Melavid VPN. Okay. Now, like any VPN, so Melavid says it does not keep your logs when you do online. Unlike other VPNs, which you don't have to make, Melavid's word for it. You don't need to do as much. Even send a credit card, email to sign up. Okay. Let me know if you use Melavid VPN, because I don't know much about Melavid VPN. You can let me know in the comments below, though. Okay. Instead, it generates your account number of Melavid's website. The plug number into apps login when you add time to your account. You can pay Melavid. Is that? Oh yeah, is that £5 or okay per month as much as you buy? Yeah, I don't know what that is. This. Let me Google this first. Okay, it's an arrow. So 5 arrows per month. As much time you buy, and that's 5 that's 5 arrows per month flat. Melavid doesn't do regular pricing term discounts. You can pay for one credit card if you want, and it's just various on payment providers. But you'll also have free to Melavid cash directly. That's why. That's Melavid's big claim to fame. It includes other security features like other VPNs lack. So services that are open to source and providers of no connections, and 2 VPN service connectivity. Regards a big security feature. Provides feature secessions. When it comes to figuring, Melavid takes the cake of data defense of consensus, analysis of GPS of fingerprinting, traffic patterns, the traffic of the consistent of packets and it checks dummy packets into the Steam. Basically, foreground noise and make it even more difficult to figure out who and you or what websites are you visiting. So. And this is Windscribe VPN. I don't know. I never used Windscribe VPN, but that's learn about it. That's read a bit so you can learn about Windscribe VPN. Windscribe is a VPN providers. It's just a no logging policy. Every VPN says your history isn't logged. It's actually backup or plain. Windscribe founder and CEO. Yagor Sak, which is personally in charge in a Greek court due to activity of Windscribe and network. This case is dismissed, but even in the face of criminal prosecution, Windscribe couldn't turn over the data it didn't have. I'm recommending it here due to Windscribe's excellent browser extension. There are a lot of ways to track your outside a VPN tunnel. Windscribe's extension is set up to tackle those exact issues. It can't delete cookies when you close a tab, but it can spoof time and GPS signals that can be more difficult to track. Critically, it also rotates your browser and user agent automatically. And initially making browser fingerprinting non-issue. Alright. So like Proton, Windscribe offers a restrictive free version with and 10 gigabyte of data per month. Unlike most VPN providers, however, you can build a plan piecemeal. Unlimited will run you $3 per month and additional location of extra $1, where you can unlock everything for $9 per month, or $69 per year, which is lower than your going rate of most VPN services. Windscribe has had a lot of personality of brand. Don't let it fool you. It's just a serious about online privacy and security of as a service like Melvid, which keeps up with extensive roster and features. Even top-rated VPN services struggle to keep up with. VPNs are a workaround, but not a solution. Although VPNs are effective to circumvent age verification systems, at least right now, it's important to zoom out. I'll let J page callings and senior speech and activity assist but the best. While VPNs are maybe able to disguise a source of internet activity, they're not foolproof. They should not, nor should misdirect access legally protected speech. VPNs put a bandage on age verification problem, but the benefits outside the particular issue. Even without foolproof, VPNs are a huge boon of privacy. Online, especially combined browser-based blocking mechanisms and spoofing your location can still see you stream movies and TV shows in other countries, as well as access domestic services when traveling abroad. Okay, so that's how you know about VPNs. That was a long paragraph about VPNs and about age verification, and I tell you why it's stupid to add age verification to VPNs. That's why. Now, I'll tell you what is the real solution for age verification. Well, you have to contact here to NetChoice. Okay. And go over here to go to here here it is. It says protect your kids. Say no line App Store Vita Act right here. See. And you have to go over here and then you have to contact your house representatives right here. See. That's what you have to do. You have to call your So you have to find your representative and call them. You can contact them on your website. If that does not work, you can call them, like I'm trying to do on my phone. But that's why. And tell them why you don't like age verification and why you don't like it now. And you can get it. Hopefully, you can get it out of your state or country. That's why. And this is what you have to do if you want age verification to die, and not the internet. Because that's why. So, I would say netchoice.org is the best place to go, and then to learn about how to You know, to learn how to stop, if you want to learn how the solution of getting rid of age verification. Okay? You know, that's why. And hopefully maybe next video I could talk about parents taking care of children. You know, because we have to learn. Yeah, I believe these parents need to learn that the government does not care about their children. I know they say they think about the kids, but no, they don't care about the kids. They don't care about children. They just don't. I'll talk about that in a different video, though. Why they don't care about it. Because it's the parents that need to take care of the children, okay? You know, I do believe, you know, it's the parents that can only do the real child safety here, and not the government. So that's why I believe that's why. So the only solution to age vacation is to call your only solution against age vacation is to call your representatives. It's to contact your representative. That's all you can do. And netchoice.org is pretty good at doing that, even though NetChoice only works here in the US. If you live outside the US, I'm not sure which website you can connect to, but you can let me know in the comments below. If you're outside of the US. Because I live in the US, I live in California. That's, you know. Anyway, and you can also, oh yeah, and on Rumble, you can also watch my How to Go to Heaven video on Rumble. If you want to know how to go to heaven. You know, right here. You know, because I do want you to go to heaven. I don't want you to go to hell. That's why. You know. But yes, this age vacation stuff is straight out of hell. It needs to go back to hell where it belongs. I know. But if you want to go to heaven and not hell, please watch that video, please. Okay? And also, and I'll talk about parents. If you want to talk about how can parents take care of children, I will talk about that in a later video. And also, if you have any questions about the Bible or about my state, you know, California, because that's where I live. I live in California anyway. So you can let me know in the comments below. So okay, so You can let me know in the comments below if any more questions anyway, because I have to go right now. But I'll look at your YouTube. But let me look at YouTube anyway. But before I go, let me take a look at my YouTube channel. By your post over here, because I need to show you. Yeah. So now there's 7 votes. See? Yes on 29%, no on 29%, and I don't know. I just asked you. I just asked people, is Taiwan a better country to live in the USA? Yes or no? And there's, yeah, no one, yes on 29%, no on 29%, and I don't know for 43%. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know much about Taiwan. I'll go read those comments later. That was just a video from I think from Winston Snurzel from Serpent CA and Matthew Ty from Lawway 86. Yeah, but they always and yeah, they were talking about Canada buying EVs from China, but that's why. But I'll go read that myself later. That's why. I'll go back and watching it later. So, I was asking you, is Taiwan a better country to live in the USA? 29% yes, and then 20% no, and then 40% for I don't know. You know what? That's fine. Basically, I don't know much about Taiwan because I haven't been there, but I just want to make it because I want to know because, I would like to check out Taiwan before I can find out if it's a good idea to live there or not. I don't know yet, so. Yeah, but Taiwan is a free democratic country. And so the problem is that with these age-ification bills going on all over the world, you know what? Yeah, I know. That means age-ification might come to Taiwan as well if it's not there yet. But if there's age-ification already in Taiwan, you can let me know in the comments below. Because I don't know yet, anyway. Yeah, that's when you need to get these age-ification bills to die before it goes over the world. Yeah. But it does include having it in Taiwan as well. And that's not good. So guys, I'm trying to help you fighting for your rights. So because I have my rights here in California, you should have rights in your state or country. Right? Yeah. That's what I believe anyway. Because I know it's like I should have my rights here, well, in California, and you should have your rights in your state or country, right? That's what I believe anyway. Anyway, I have to go right now, but if you can have any questions, you can let me know. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you later. Goodbye. Adios. 再见.